everybody. I'm Catherine with Gamereactor, and I am here at the Bandai Namco headquarters in Tokyo, and we are talking about JoJo Eyes of Heaven. So it seems there's going to be a lot of new stuff in JoJo Eyes of Heaven. Earlier you talked about in your presentation about a new fighting system. Could you tell me a bit about that?
Hi.
Right, so this game, the battle system has actually been changed to a stylus tag action, and players will be able to run around in an action field and field three-dimensionally, and really experience the very unique powers, abilities, and styles of each character. You can team up your favorite characters, and by really working together with those characters, you can launch a special attack called the dual heat attack. This is something special. I want people to see that. And the developers of this game is CyberConnect 2. I'm sure you've seen Naruto Shippuden as well. They are really well, they're specialized in animated graphics. So for example, the shades, the lightings are really specific for JoJo, and they've really done a good job in creating a JoJo game.
In the presentation, you also talked about a new story mode. Could you maybe share some details about that?
今作のねタイトルであります Eyes of Heaven というね
Right, so the title Eyes of Heaven is actually referring to the story mode. And the story mode is supervised by the original author Araki Hirohiko. And actually a new character only specific for to this game will be appearing. It's Dio, who was able to reach heaven. If players who have read the original manga, in chapter 6, Father Pucci mentions that Dio was looking for a way to reach heaven, but unfortunately he wasn't able to since he was killed in chapter 3. So the story mainly revolves around if Dio was able to reach heaven. So it shows the battle between the characters from chapter 1 through 8 against Dio, who was able to reach heaven.
キャラクターの戦いというのが描かれるということになっています。
So since the first game, what have you really been focusing on enhancing and enveloping for this new game?
そうですね。多くのことをオールスターバトルから。
So we're gonna bring up 4 examples. So for in terms of the story mode, we've received a lot of feedback from fans saying we want a really rich story mode, and we were able to work with CyberConnect 2 to bring them something very satisfying this time. And in terms of balance, since we have a lot of characters, a lot of combinations, since it's a 2-on-2 battle, we've spent a lot of time to balance out the characters so that it's fair and enjoying at the same time. And in terms of characters, we've obviously received a lot of feedback from fans saying we want this character included. Why isn't this guy included? And so, since the battle system has changed, we obviously need to think about which character will fit the new battle system. But then, our goal is to, obviously make the fans happy. So we really listened to those fans and implemented the new characters. For example, Diego is a good example of that character. And in terms of DLC, we had a number of post-launch DLCs in the previous title, All-Star Battle, but this time we're not planning any. Some people may think that as a negative thing, but for example, if you put it this way, all the characters who are planned to be released after the game, they're already included. The costumes, characters, everything is already included, so that players who buy the game will be able to, fully, experience and be satisfied with what they have.
パッケージの中に組み込ませていただいてますので、そうしたお客様からの意見というのをね、大事にして今作の方を作らせていただきました。
So you're going to release this game also in the Western countries. Do you have any idea when it will be out and we can get our hands on it?
The game will be released summer 2016, so we hope that you will all look forward to it.
いただければと思います。
Thank you so much for your time.
ありがとうございます。